The conversational narcissist. I feel like we all know a conversational narcissist. Have you ever been talking to someone who keeps interrupting you? Maybe I should revise that sentence. Have you ever been trying to talk to someone who won't let you get a word in? Conversational narcissists love to talk about themselves or just hear themselves talk. They don't ask you any questions, they don't wait for your responses, and they won't shut up. In a relationship, these people will end up being completely self-centered and will never be attentive to your needs. So we got actual definitions of my ex, or I'm kidding, he was not a narcissist actually. But I do know narcissists, and it's very annoying because you always know when they're narcissists, and it's so funny when they're like, I hate hearing the sound of my voice. But it's like, no, you actually love hearing the sound of your voice though. The straitjacket. The straitjacket is someone who wants to control everything and everyone around them. They want to be in charge of what you do, what you say, and even what you think. You know the person I am talking about. They freak out when you disagree with them and won't stop trying to convince you that they are right and you should do what they say. In a relationship, this person will give you no freaking breathing room and will constantly nag you until you are in complete alignment with them. I feel like everyone, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people have experienced or dated someone who is very controlling of their life and things like that. I was in a relationship like that where it was just like, they were just a little bit too controlling for me. It did feel like being in a straitjacket now that I think about it. The emotional moocher. An emotional moocher is also known as a spiritual vampire because they tend to suck the positivity out of you or bleed you emotionally dry. Wow, this is intense. These are the people who always have something sad, negative, or pessimistic to say in conversations and relationships. They can never see the positive and tend to bring everyone down with them. So basically just really freaking negative people. I feel like you don't even have to date them. They could be a friend, they could be a coworker, they could be a freaking family member, you know? There's just some people who are in fact very negative. I don't associate myself with those types of people though. What is going on, everyone? Welcome or welcome back. Today we are checking out some toxic people you want to avoid. Sassy people. That's who you want to avoid. People who are sassy. I'm sassy, but I'm freaking really nice. The drama. Oh, y'all, we don't even have to read this. I think we can all think of someone who lives for the drama. Some toxic people are magnets for drama. Something is always wrong, always. And of course, once a problem is solved, another one emerges. And they only want your empathy, sympathy, and support, but not your advice. You offer help and solutions, but they never want to fix something. Instead, they complain and complain. In a relationship, drama magnets are victims and thrive in a crisis because it makes them feel important. Honestly, I just feel bad for people like that because like for you always to need that like attention and things like that, like that just says more about your own self-confidence and stuff, you know? But girls, ladies, drama is something that a lot of us like. I'm not like that, but like I'm sure there were times in my life where I was like a little more dramatic and needed that attention, you know? But now that I'm old, it's like, please don't give me attention. Well, only by my certain people. Because I am dramatic in the sense of like, drawing, like I'm just annoying. The gossip, like what I'm doing right now in these videos when I always tell you guys stories and gossip. Great minds discuss ideas, average ones discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Dun dun dun. That's a cool quote. Gossipers derive pleasure from other people's misfortunes. It might be fun to peer into somebody else's personal or professional faux pas of time, but over time it gets tiring, makes you feel gross, and hurts other people. There are too many positives out there and too much to learn from interesting people to waste your time talking about the misfortunate of others. Okay, but sometimes I'm gossiping about the good things about someone. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh my God, did you see that she got engaged? Oh my God, that's so exciting. Like, is that gossiping? Or does that not qualify as gossiping? Because gossiping is strictly like the talking. Self-absorbed, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. I know where this is going. Self-absorbed people bring you down through the impassionate distance they maintain from other people. You can usually tell when you're hanging around self-absorbed people because you start to feel completely alone. This happens because as far as they're concerned, there's no point in having a real connection between them and anyone else. You're merely a tool used to build their self-esteem. Yeah, I know a lot of self-absorbed people, but yeah, no, I don't really like self-absorbed people. Like it's one thing, I think, to be a little bit self-absorbed in the sense of you're at a point in your life where your focus is simply on you and only you and things like that. And that's why I suggest to people like that, like, don't go on dates and stuff like that if you're genuinely not interested and you genuinely just want to focus on yourself, because then you do come off very self-absorbed, because in your head you're like, I only care about me right now at this point in my life, which is fine by all means. I think there's a balance. There's some gym people, like, I feel like because I work out so much, some people might get that from me. Oh, you're so self-absorbed and stuff, because I'm like obsessed with working out or whatever they say. There are some people who are really self-absorbed at the gym, like bodybuilders, I find, because you have to, I don't know. Anyways, I could go on a freaking rant. The envious. Oh, to envious people, the grass is always greener somewhere else. Even when something great happens to envious people, they don't derive any satisfaction from it. This is because they measure their fortune against the world's when they should be deriving their satisfaction from within. And let's face it, there's always someone out there who's doing better if you look hard enough. Yeah, like spending time being envious of people does not do anything for you. Jealousy is a very ugly thing. Very ugly. And in all honesty, it only does damage to you, not someone else. Because you can be jealous of someone's life, but like they're still gonna have their life, you know, and you're still not. Being jealous is a very ugly thing. It's a very hard trait to kick as well, because it's so easy to compare yourself to everyone else, especially with social media. The manipulator. These sound like Marvel superheroes, or villains, I should say. Manipulators suck time and energy out of your life until they can be tricky to deal with because they treat you like a friend. They know what you like, what makes you happy, and what you think is funny, but the difference is that they use this information as part of a hidden agenda. Manipulators always want something from you, and if you look back at your relationships with them, it's all take, and no little or giving. Yo. Manipulation is a serious thing. I see it happening all the time. I have prime examples that I will not name, but it's very hard to watch. And yeah, there are some people who just know how to manipulate everything, everyone, every situation. It's like, honestly, it's like witchcraft. Like, it's honestly a skill because they're so good at it, which is disturbing. The hopelessly self-destructive. If someone refuses to take responsibility for their terrible choices, their drama will infect your life and sap your energy, warns attorney. Oh, okay. I'm getting an official warning from an attorney right now. You definitely have to admit when you're wrong, and that is something I do not like to do. I will be the first to admit it. I've gotten a lot better as I've grown up and gotten more mature. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to say that and say sorry. I used to feel so like defeated if I admitted I was wrong, and it was like, what? Everyone does stuff wrong. Like everyone, you can't win every argument because you're just not always right, and that's a fact. And I never thought I'd say that. I'm not always right. Toxic lies. As long as there are people, there will be people who lie, but chronic liars are harmful because you never know what to believe, so you can't count on their promises or their word. They'll lie to you about others, and they will lie to others about you. We've all experienced liars in our life, like whether it was a relationship, whether it was a friendship, and you're no longer friends with them. There are literally pathological liars. It's so crazy to hear these lies and to think they actually believe that, and it's like, you're kind of delusional. All right, well, I think we've learned some valuable lessons. These are some toxic people that you should avoid. You're welcome. I just gave you a lot of information. Now you can't come running to me being like, oh my God, I dated this very toxic person. No, you tell them that Sassy freaking warned you. I gave you 10 prime examples, okay? Before I get out of here though, I will do today's Sassy shout out, and it goes to Dandelion Mel. Is that actually your name? Because that is so cool and I'm so jealous. They said, yeah, for no yawns in the bloopers. They usually get me every time. Literally, because I just read yawn, I'll hide it. Because I just read yawn, it made me yawn. Yawns are a weird witchcraft thing, man. They're so contagious. I didn't realize I yawned in my videos or in my bloopers, but I will look out for that for you. I'll try to hide it, but you still might have yawned. Did you yawn because I just yawned? Tell me. Tell me. I'll see you guys in another one, but tell me. Need some coffee first. And a burp. How fun is this sweater? Can we talk about it? It's got butterflies. My brother bought it for me for my birthday. My birthday's not for a few weeks. I celebrated early because I was in my hometown. Everyone's like, no one cares. And I don't blame you. Also, I have a pimple right there. There's demons coming out of me today. I need some more coffee. It'd be nice if I could read. Excuse me. I don't even try to hold them back. Unsubscribed. It's fine. Okie dokie. Shall we do the shout out?
Have you even subscribed to the channel yet? Don't be a fake fan. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to.